Have you ever experienced that feeling of living a moment for the second time? A strange familiarity that arises without explanation, as if certain places, people, or skills have already been part of your experience before you even encountered them. These enigmatic moments of déjà vu and instant connections may be indications that your soul has traveled this path before, suggesting that our lives extend beyond the boundaries of conscious perception. The notion of past lives is a concept that has traversed cultures and spiritual traditions for millennia. While science is still in search of concrete evidence, there are abundant stories and accounts from people around the world who believe they have lived other lives. Today, we will explore the signs that may suggest you have lived before, revealing surprising and profound aspects of your spiritual journey. Imagine living with a deep fear that seems to have no origin in any traumatic experience from this life. These inexplicable fears, which arise irrationally and persistently, may be echoes of traumas experienced in previous existences. The theory of past lives suggests that significant and painful events from other lives can leave deep impressions on our psyche, manifesting as phobias in the current life. For example, consider someone who has an intense fear of water, despite never having faced a dangerous situation involving it. Such fear could be a residual memory of drowning in a past life. These phobias often defy logic and reason, remaining as shadows in our unconscious, ready to emerge at unexpected moments. Beyond causing discomfort, these phobias can significantly impact a person's quality of life. Understanding that these fears may have roots in past lives is a crucial step toward overcoming them. By recognizing them as part of a distant experience, we can begin to work on healing these wounds, using therapies, meditation, or other spiritual practices aimed at accessing and releasing past traumas. How can you discern if a phobia originates from a past life? One of the strongest indicators is the persistence of the fear since childhood, without any apparent cause in the current life. For example, if you've always had a fear of heights, even before any negative experience related to it, there may be a connection to a traumatic event from another life. These fears are typically intense and long-lasting, defying rationalization and resisting conventional methods of overcoming them. Exploring these phobias with an open mind to the possibility of reincarnation can reveal deep layers of your being. Past life regression therapies, for example, are widely used to try to access these repressed memories and confront the roots of these fears. While such practices are not universally accepted, many report a significant reduction in their phobias after exploring these hidden dimensions of their soul. Therefore, the next time you encounter an inexplicable fear, consider the possibility that it might be a remnant of something that happened long before this life. This new perspective can not only help alleviate the fear, but also promote deeper healing in your spiritual journey, revealing hidden connections between the present and the past. Dreams are portals to our subconscious, but some seem to transcend mere dream activity, taking on the quality of vivid and detailed memories. Have you ever had a dream so real it felt more like a memory than a creation of the mind? Perhaps you find yourself in an unfamiliar setting, living a life that isn't your own. These recurring and intense dreams may be glimpses of your past lives, emerging from the depths of your mind during sleep. It is believed that the subconscious retains memories of past lives, which are mostly inaccessible to the conscious mind. When we sleep, the barriers between the conscious and subconscious become more permeable, allowing these lost memories to surface. These dreams may involve places, people, or even historical periods you have never experienced in this life, but that feel incredibly familiar, evoking a sense of déjà vu or belonging. These dreams are not only rich in detail but also loaded with emotion, often accompanied by a feeling that you belong to that time or place. For instance, you might repeatedly dream of an ancient city where every street and building seems part of a distant memory. These dreams may not directly relate to your current life, but they leave a lasting impression, as if you are revisiting a part of your own history. Keeping a dream journal can be a valuable tool for identifying and interpreting these glimpses of past lives. Writing down your dreams immediately upon waking helps capture details that might quickly fade from conscious memory. Over time, patterns may emerge, recurring locations, repeated figures, or similar situations. These patterns can offer clues about your past lives and the experiences your soul is trying to process or integrate. Some people report dreams in which they exhibit skills or knowledge they do not possess in their current life. For example, you might dream of speaking fluently in a foreign language you've never studied, or possessing a complex manual skill you've never learned. These dreams could be fragments of past life memories, where these competencies were an essential part of who you were. Exploring your dreams with an openness to the possibility of reincarnation can deepen your self-awareness. These dreams are not merely stories fabricated by a sleeping mind. They may be reflections of past journeys, filled with lessons and experiences that continue to shape your current life. When you encounter dreams that feel like memories, consider the possibility that they are glimpses of a personal history, much older than you ever imagined. Have you ever found yourself learning something new with remarkable ease, as if you were merely recalling a skill you already mastered? Or perhaps you possess a natural aptitude for certain activities without ever having received formal training. These unexplained talents and knowledge may be clear signs that you have lived before and have brought with you fragments of wisdom and skills from past lives. The theory of reincarnation suggests that our souls accumulate knowledge and abilities over multiple lifetimes, and these traits can spontaneously emerge in the current life, especially when we encounter something that deeply resonates with our previous experiences. For example, a person who, upon playing a musical instrument for the first time, demonstrates remarkable dexterity may be accessing skills developed in a previous life. Child prodigies are fascinating examples of this phenomenon. How can we explain a child who, without formal training, can perform complex musical pieces or solve advanced mathematical problems? Many believe that these extraordinary abilities are remnants of past lives, where these souls had already cultivated these capabilities. This idea also applies to adults who, when engaging in a new activity, demonstrate an intuitive understanding that seems to transcend conventional learning. These aptitudes or knowledge don't have to be grand or publicly recognized. They can manifest as a natural affinity for a culture, a language, or even a specific art form. You might find that certain tasks come easily, almost like second nature, while others require much more effort in. This disparity could be indicative of the experiences and learnings accumulated over many lifetimes. Exploring these aptitudes and knowledge with the perspective of past lives can be profoundly revealing. Perhaps your attraction to a particular activity or field of study isn't just a recent interest, but something your soul has pursued over many lives. This can offer a new perspective on your talents, helping you cultivate these skills with a deeper understanding of their origin and purpose. Recognizing these abilities as possible traces of past lives can relieve the pressure of feeling like you need to master something from scratch. Instead, you can approach the process as a rediscovery, where you are simply remembering and refining skills that your soul already knows. This approach can transform your learning journey into an experience of reconnecting with your spiritual past, enriching your life with a deeper sense of continuity and purpose. Have you ever felt an irresistible connection to a particular culture or historical era, as if you were inexplicably drawn to it? Perhaps ancient Greece fascinates you, or you feel deeply connected to the traditions of Native American peoples. This attraction might be more than just intellectual curiosity. It could be a sign that you lived in that culture or era in a past life. Many people report feeling at home when they encounter certain cultures or historical periods. This sense of belonging can transcend mere interest and manifest as an intuitive understanding of customs, values, and ways of life that seem deeply familiar. For example, you might find yourself immersed in the traditions of a distant culture, feeling a connection that goes beyond casual interest, as if these practices were already a part of who you are. This affinity can also express itself in aesthetic preferences or lifestyle choices. You might be drawn to clothing, music, food, or even decorations that are characteristic of a specific culture or era. This desire to incorporate specific elements into your current life might be a reflection of your experiences and preferences in past lives, bringing a touch of that past to enrich your present. Dreams or visions where you see yourself living in a different era can also be signs of this deep connection. These dreams are often rich in detail, presenting scenarios, clothing, and behaviors that clearly belong to another time and place. The feeling of nostalgia, or the sense that you are reliving a part of your own history, might accompany these visions, suggesting that your soul has an ancient connection to that culture or period. Some believe that this attraction to certain cultures or eras might be your soul's way of calling you to revisit and integrate lessons from a past life. Perhaps there is something unfinished, or a lesson that needs to be revisited for you to move forward on your spiritual journey. Or maybe it's simply your soul expressing its deep affinities, allowing you to bring elements of that past to illuminate and enrich your current life. Exploring this attraction with an open mind to the possibility of reincarnation can provide valuable insights into your spiritual identity. By honoring these connections, you might discover a new sense of purpose, allowing the energies of your past lives to flow freely and enrich your present experience. By integrating these aspects of your soul, you can cultivate a life more aligned with your true affinities and spiritual aspirations. The experience of déjà vu, that moment when it feels like you've lived a situation before, is intriguing and often unsettling. While it's a common experience, when it occurs frequently or intensely, déjà vu might be more than just a trick of the mind. It could be a sign that you're accessing memories from past lives. These moments can arise in places, situations, or even during conversations where everything feels strangely familiar, as if your soul is recognizing something your conscious mind can't recall. The sensation of déjà vu can be accompanied by a strong emotional charge. Perhaps you visit a place for the first time and feel as though you know every detail, every corner, or meet someone and feel an instant connection, as if that person has played an important role in your life before. These moments of recognition can be seen as the soul recalling a past experience, even if the precise details are beyond the reach of the conscious mind. This phenomenon isn't limited to places. People can also trigger this sense of recognition. You might meet someone new and feel an immediate bond, almost as if you're reuniting with an old friend or lover from another life. These intense connections, whether of friendship, love, or even antipathy, could be indicators of relationships that transcend this existence, continuing to unfold across different lives. In the theory of reincarnation, it's believed that souls travel together in groups, reuniting life after life to continue their lessons and evolution, whether to resolve conflicts or deepen bonds. On the other hand, déjà vu with people isn't always a positive experience. Sometimes, you might feel an inexplicable aversion to someone with no apparent reason. This, too, could be a remnant of unresolved conflicts or relationships from past lives. These encounters can serve as opportunities to resolve lingering issues, offering a chance for spiritual growth and reconciliation. These experiences of déjà vu and deep connections can provide valuable clues about your past lives and the patterns that continue to repeat in your spiritual journey. They suggest that certain places, people, and situations still play crucial roles in your evolution, offering you a chance to approach these themes with a new perspective. By paying attention to these moments, you can gain a deeper understanding of your current relationships and challenges, allowing you to address these issues with greater empathy and wisdom. If you've experienced these sensations, consider exploring them further. Meditation, past life regression, or simply conscious reflection on these connections can reveal important insights about your soul and the journeys it has undertaken. In doing so, you may find new ways to heal, grow, and continue evolving on your spiritual path, transforming these echoes of the past into sources of wisdom for the present. The signs of past lives are subtle, but for those who pay attention, they can offer a fascinating glimpse into the depths of the human soul. They suggest that our lives are more complex and interconnected than we realize at first glance, inviting us to explore and understand aspects of ourselves that may have roots in previous existences. These signs can manifest in various forms, as inexplicable fears, vivid dreams, natural abilities, strong affinities for specific cultures or eras, experiences of deja vu, or deep connections with the people we meet. If you're interested in exploring more about spirituality, I've specially selected some videos full of profound knowledge and fascinating discoveries that you'll love. Just click on one of them. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to continue this journey of self-discovery and spiritual learning. Your commitment to knowledge is the first step toward transforming your reality